Hey guys, this is Confetions, and in this video I'm going to be telling you guys an epic story. It's a story time, that's right. If you want to hear more story times, subscribe, like, and turn notifications, and let's get into it. So, basically the story time happens when I was in art class at high school. I was in high school and I was like talking to my friends in art class. Then, my teacher comes up to me one day and says, hey, there's too many people in this art class, we have to switch you to another art class. And I'm like, wait, what? But my friends are in here. So yeah, they switched me to another art class. And I just feel abysmal. I feel lonely, and I'm just like really mad because my teacher just put me in this other art class that I didn't want to be in. Yeah, and so now I'm in this new art class. I make some new friends. I'm talking to new people, and then out of nowhere, they add a new student to the class because they keep adding new students to the class because the other art class is crowded. Now this girl, she was a baddie. She had all that. So, yeah, I'm really feeling this girl, and my friends are like not talking to her, so I'm like, oh, okay, it's time for me to shoot my shot. So I tell my friends, hey, I'm about to shoot my shot at this girl. And then they're like, okay, go do it. And watch through the whole video to see what happens next when I visit this girl. Please watch the whole video if you want to see that. Subscribe, like, and turn notifications. But, the girl, she's sitting alone one day, so I go up to her and start talking to her. I'm like, hey, how you doing? She's like, oh, I'm doing great. And so we start talking about stuff like music and TV shows. I asked her about her music, and she's like, oh, I listen to Megan Thee Stallion. So then I bring up the point, what did you think about that beef between Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj? And she was like, oh, I thought Nicki Minaj was being petty and that her diss track was pretty bad, which it was pretty bad. And, after that, we just kept talking on the regular. But then one day, they added my friends from the other art class into my new art class. So now it's a whole different situation. So now I got my friends from my art class in this new art class, and we're just talking it up, chatting, and we're having a good old time. I have less time to talk to this girl. So then my friend's like, oh, your girl, she looks good. And I'm like, that's not my girl. I just talked to her. And he's like, nah, your girl looks good. And so I start talking to this girl. And while I'm talking to my friends, and it ended up being a disaster because I talked to my girl, and then out of nowhere, I was like doing these face emojis, whatever, towards this girl. And every time she would walk by, I'd be like, God damn. I'll look at the back and be like, God damn, which is a terrible, terrible decision. But I was a dumb little kid, so I didn't know any better. So then I was like saying, God damn, every time I looked at her. But seriously, watch through the whole video to see what happens next. And subscribe, like, and turn notifications. But what happens next is, she gets mad. So she goes to the principal's office. I didn't even know she was listening to me because her back was facing the teacher. So now she goes to the principal's office, and now the principal calls me down, and I'm like, oh, they're probably telling me to pick me. They're probably telling me I'm dismissed earlier. I'm going to pick something up from the lost and found. No. I got in trouble because of this girl. And now I'm mad. I'm really mad. Because I'm like, what the fudge? What did I do? And now I'm panicking for life. I'm like, oh no, what do I do now? Because she gave me a detention. So now I'm in detention, talking it out with my friends that have detention, and they all get moved to another room. They had 2 rooms for detention, and all my friends got moved to another room, and I'm like, no! Why do I have to be stuck with the weirdos? So one of my friends, I thought he was my friend, came up to me and was like, oh, you were talking inappropriate to this girl, and he started pressing me. So I started pressing him back. We almost fought, but we had to keep breaking up. So I almost pressed that dude. I would have whooped him, but I didn't. So basically, after that, there was controversy from there. I started losing friends, very important people that were close to me, people that were really excited to see me every day at school. People stopped talking to me. Then I got so mad that I made a diss track. I wrote out a diss track, word for word. and I started recording it in the studio. And by the way, I'm releasing my diss track tomorrow on YouTube. So this channel right here, so subscribe, like, and turn notifications. You don't want to miss it. It's gonna be on streaming services, but that's not gonna be until like 10 days later. So you have to listen to the diss track on YouTube. It's coming up on YouTube. It's gonna be a premiere. But yeah, I was talking to this girl again. And how was I talking to this girl again? Well, let's explain. The principal called me down to the office after the detention, and the girl was there. So I was like, "What's up? What's going on?" So then we went to talk it out. We had to talk it out because she was mad that I was telling everybody that it was her fault. So I talked it out with her. We got things straight, and we were friends again. But no more flirting. No more flirting. But yeah, that's the end of the story. Subscribe, like, and turn notifications for more stories like this. Leave a thumbs up. Operation Panther, my diss track on the school, drops on my YouTube channel tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. Peace.